Hey there, you guys. Welcome back. This is going to be a quick one. I just wanted to show you this Ficus, what is it, bengalensis, I believe, the Ficus Audrey. I love this plant. It's so weird. It almost like it doesn't want to stay in its pot. It always grows roots down into the saucer. I just recently repotted this. I think it was an 8-inch pot. The lighting is terrible in here. I have lights on around, but the window is just too bright. So anyway, yeah, I used to have it in, I think it was a 6 or an 8-inch pot, whatever it came in. I think it was an 8-inch pot. I put it into a clay pot, and then the roots came out the bottom hole, and they were like ropes. And then they were spinning around the saucer, and then the plant actually wouldn't sit correctly. It wouldn't sit flat, so it was always at risk of tipping over. So then I repotted it into this, I think this is a 12-inch pot. And yeah, every time I look away from the camera, it goes dark. So anyway, yeah, I repotted it into this 12-inch pot, and I thought that it would have enough space in here to make the roots happy. When I took it out of the 8-inch pot, there wasn't a lot of roots. There was enough roots, but it wasn't like it was pot bound in the other pot. But they just wanted to be free in the saucer. And it's doing it again. I think I repotted this maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and the roots are already coming out the bottom, which is ridiculous. This is also known as a strangler fig, so maybe it's trying to creep out and strangle me in the middle of the night. I don't know. So anyway, let's look at this, and I'll show you the roots. We'll just look at the plant quick. It's in a south window. And it's doing okay. I don't water it all that often anymore. I let it dry out pretty well completely, and then give it a good drenching. So every maybe 2.5, 3 weeks, it might get a drink. But whenever it dries out. In the wintertime, it might be longer between waterings, but it is in a clay pot, so it does dry out a little bit faster now. So yeah. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's get a little closer. So here we are, here's the plant. Again, it's in a southern window. I don't know, the leaves on these are fantastic. They're a little bit fuzzy, unlike other types of figs where they're more, I don't know, leathery, glossy. These are quite fuzzy, I love them. The leaves are getting a little bit smaller, but maybe that's because it doesn't like the indoor lighting. It would prefer to be outside, I'm sure. But it also has been branching out recently. So maybe it's focusing on more growth points. And when I did repot it, I did cut off all of those roots that were growing into the saucer, just so that I could get the plant out of the pot. But as you can see, it's doing not so bad. I probably need to water because the leaves are curling a bit. And yeah, the soil does feel pretty dry. Look at the roots here. It's so cool. I love it. This plant is so interesting. And then down here in the saucer, it's not stuck yet, but as you can probably see here, they're all attaching to the bottom. I'm surprised I'm able to lift the pot up, but it's creeping out. The little arms, or the little feet, are coming out. This plant is going to walk away soon enough. Also in this window, I have the Rhaphidophora decursiva that I took cuttings of. That's in the propagation video. That was up a couple of months ago. And I also have some string of hearts, a variety of string of hearts in this window. I think I've got string of spades, the glory, the silver glory, I believe, the variegated and the regular, and some not so happy, what are these, a Calathea, lancifolia, I can't remember. So anyway, they're still alive. I've had these for a few years, but they are doing what they're doing. So anyway, let me know if your Ficus bengalensis or Ficus Audrey is also trying to escape the pot. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think it is. I think that the roots are just very aggressive on this, and a lot of fun to grow. I don't fertilize it terribly often, but that's pretty well because I don't water it very often anymore. And yeah, it gets lots of light, and it still could use more. Anyway, until next time, you guys, happy growing.